my star people. You're always the first one to log in. You're the first, you've been on every day. I'm so proud of you for the commitment to yourself. Hi, Kate. So proud of everyone that is showing up on a Friday. It's the end of the week. I'm just burning some sweet grass. So, funny story. Sweet grass helps bring out the divine feminine. And it was so funny. I didn't know what sweet grass was a long time ago, but when I started following, like my Reiki master and other people, and they're like, just burning sweet grass, and I'm like, oh wow, everybody smokes weed, cool. Not realizing that it was this, a different kind of sweet grass. Good morning, Bree. Good morning, love. So yes, burning the sweet grass, bringing the divine feminine in. Also did a lot of throat clearing for myself. So today we're going over our throat chakra, which we went over our root. Our root is clogged by fear. It's our stability, it's our foundation, it's how we feel supported. Then we move to our sacral. Our sacral is our sexuality, our creativity, our joy that is clogged by shame. Then we move to our solar plexus, which is our umbilical cord to the world, our connection to others. And this is clogged by guilt. Yesterday we went over our heart, which I forgot to say the element for the heart. The element for the heart is air, which is so beautiful because just like love, it's not something that you see, but it's definitely something that you feel, such as wind, air, and it's there. And yesterday, I felt it. That's why I started bawling in the middle of my meditation. But that's exactly what we're meant to do, right? We're meant to honor our emotions. We're meant to feel them and then release them. So I was so overwhelmed with love yesterday and gratitude while doing the meditation that tears just started flowing. But that's okay. Emotion is just energy in motion, so allowing it to let it go. And today we're going over our throat chakra, which is probably the one that I am more cognizant of, that I have to pay attention to, because for me this is what can get clogged up pretty easily. Growing up, the way that I grew up with our just being Mexican, you definitely are seen and not heard, and you are not supposed to talk back to your parents, and you're supposed to be quiet and kind of swallow anything that you have to say. So for a long time that chakra was closed, and you take that on also at work. In some ways I was super aggressive and I was very confident, but in other ways, especially when it came to things for myself, my throat chakra was always very closed. So I always work on making sure that that's open. And also we talked about balance, right? Good morning, Bree. Thank you. So if it's too open, if the throat chakra is too open, then you're almost like picking a fight, right? Everything you gotta say, everything, and let me tell you how it is. And if it's too closed, then you're not speaking your truth, then you're numbing down, then you're shrinking down, you're not letting your true and authentic self come out. So it's about finding that balance. Then you start to use all your other chakras. You start to use your intuition, which next week we'll go over third eye, our intuition, and then you'll understand, okay, is this a place where I need to speak up for myself, or is this a place where I need to learn to just be still? And it's better for the situation to just be still, to not speak up. And also the way that you speak up, right? When we're more cognizant of the words that are coming out of our mouth, our tone, our body language, Is this coming from a place of love? Or is this coming from a place of ego? Is this coming from a place of wanting to prove someone wrong? We've been talking about judgment all week. So when you let that judgment piece go, is this truly a message that needs to be spoken? And how are you delivering it, right? So many times we are so focused on being right that when we're voicing our voice, it's in a way that's combative. It's in a way that is used to put other people down. Something that always comes up in my Reiki sessions is your voice. It's like a knife, right? But you get to decide, like, how to use this knife. You can use it as a tool, or you can use it as a weapon. So all the things that are given to us, it's really about how we use them. And that's also something we've discussed all week. What is the intention? And what is the purpose? What is your intention behind this message? So I'm so excited. If you guys have any questions before we get started, feel free. Next week, as I mentioned, we will start with the third eye, trying to open our pineal gland, and then we will do our crown chakra, and then after that we'll see what we come up with. I want to definitely continue to do this for you guys. I think it's really important right now that we have this time, that we're creating new neural pathways, that we're creating new ways for us to cope with everything that's going on. So it's also the balance, not overdoing too much, not thinking that you have to write a book and lose 50 pounds and learn to meditate and eat vegan all while this is happening. But what small steps are you taking towards this big shift? What within you do you want to open up? What do you want to express? What do you want to change? What do you want to remember? So remember, we're not really fixing everything. We're not fixing anything at all. Everything that we need is already within us. And by us being still, by us being present, we're just tapping in to that magic. We're remembering who we truly are. We're remembering that we're sovereign beings. We're remembering that we're infinite beings. We're remembering all that we need is already within us. But to get there, we have to go through the heart. And to get there, we have to make time. Make time for our divine. So I definitely want to keep this going, especially with your support. If this is something that calls to you guys, or you think that these meditations have helped you, and there's other people that you would like to share them with, please feel free to share them, to repost, to share. As I mentioned, one of the lessons that I kind of went through this year was people showing up and letting go of that ego of how many people show up. So regardless of whether it's one person, if it's 10 people, if it's 20 people, I've definitely have worked through that. So I'm okay. I'm okay if it's a one-on-one guided meditation with whoever shows up. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being present. And we'll get started. So with your throat chakra, the element for that, we went over root is earth, sacral is water, solar plexus is fire, our power, our heart was air, wind, and now our throat chakra is the ethers, heavens, sky. The color blue, and the sound, if you want to at some point, like we did chanting, I'm still fighting this cold, so no chanting for me today. But if you at some point want to do chanting and you really want to focus and spend some more time on opening up your throat chakra, the sound for that is hum, so HAM. And the music that I always pick for my meditations are binary beats that actually also work with the chakra that we're working with. So if you listen closely to the music that's playing right now, they're actually already chanting in the background. Hum, H-A-M, hum. And when you chant, you feel that vibration. You bring your attention to the chakra that you're clearing, and remember that there's no way to do this incorrectly. Just by setting the intention, just by you wanting to clear that chakra and bringing attention to it, maybe picturing some white light, cleansing that area, you are doing more than enough. You don't need to be a Reiki master, even though that's an amazing modality, and I love teaching and training Reiki. You don't need that. You're your own healer, and with your intention, your body intuitively knows what to do. And your body is so smart. We don't give it credit. Like sometimes we're so focused on, I gotta get over this like right now. Like I know for my cold, I've just like let it ride. And I know that my body's doing exactly what it needs to do. I know and I trust my body. You know, sometimes it gets a little bit worse in the evening. I just sit still, drink my tea, get my vitamins, and know that your body is doing what it's meant to do, right? When you cut yourself and you're little, you would just look at your cut, ow, get mom to kiss it, clean it, and then it was amazing to see itself heal. So our body doesn't want to carry any of this trauma, any of this extra baggage. So when you bring attention to releasing, to letting go, to clearing, it's like, all right, I got you. And it lets it go. So because the heart, we carry so much in our heart and we carry so much in our throat, if you start to feel a sensation, any tingling, just bring more attention and love to that area and let it go. And if at any of these moments you start to feel emotional and you start to feel something come up, let it go. You know, some people are choosing to carry this trauma because it's their identity and they feel like it brings them so much connection to others. But I believe that you already experienced it. You don't need to carry the baggage in order for you to connect. That experience isn't going anywhere. You still have that memory. You still have that connection. You can still relate to people and help others heal because of the experience that you went through without actually carrying the shit that comes with it. So we want to be lighter, we want to be open, we want to be this open vessel where the energy is flowing. Just remember, the energy is coming up from the ethers, from the heavens, coming down through the top of our head. We're clear, we're open, moving all the way down through our chakras, down into Mother Earth, and then circling, and it's always like going and flowing. As we keep talking, everything is circular, flowing, and open. So that's what we're going to do today. So thank you so much for being here. Namaste. Start by taking a few deep breaths in, deep breaths out. If you start to have your exhale be longer than your inhale, then your body will start to relax. It'll start to slow down. You'll be more centered, you'll be more grounded. So take those deep breaths in. Hold for a couple of seconds. And then exhale. Start to get comfortable. Either laying down, sitting straight up. Letting go of any tension that you're carrying in your shoulders, in your throat. Maybe shut down your eyes. that's in our mind. Maybe picturing a light, that energy that we're always carrying in our mind. Picturing a white light in your head start to travel and move its way down from your mind as we shut off our logical brain, as we shut off our amygdala and activate our frontal vortex as this light starts to move its way down from the top of our forehead, down through our eyes, our nose, down our mouth, to the very center of our throat, to our throat chakra. So continue to take these deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Relaxing your body. Feeling your body get heavier as you sink deeper into your chair, onto your couch, melting onto the floor. Imagining that the ground softens. Feeling heavier. Feeling fully grounded and supported in this moment. Knowing that nothing else in this moment matters. So continue to take those deep breaths in and deep breaths out. And with each exhale, you're exhaling any stagnant energy. We're slowing down our brain. If any thoughts come near you or start to pop up in your brain, acknowledge them and then let them float away just as they came in. Focusing on each breath, focusing on how heavy your body feels. Has been yearning for this moment to be present, to connect. It's through our breath that we can connect to our body, connect to our spirit, feeling less fragmented. Start to scan your body where you're holding tension as you move that warm healing energy from Mama Earth up through your toes and your ankles, up your shins, to your knees, up through your thighs. Start to melt and let go as it moves up through your diaphragm, in your fingers, up your arms, through your chest, up through your shoulders. You relax your shoulders. You start to take even deeper breaths without forcing it, as your body calms down, as you go in deeper with each breath. And the deeper you go, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the deeper you go, feeling fully grounded in this moment, fully supported. start to receive messages. There's certain words that you're meant to speak onto this world, because your voice has a specific vibration. Your voice is needed, especially at this time. And our voice is unique to every one of us. Just taking a moment to really think about how amazing you are. For there is no one else like you with your experiences. There's no one else with your voice. Everything is unique about you. So now it's time. It's time to shine our light. It's time to use our voice, to use the tools that we have to heal ourselves within, to be that light for all of those around us. But remembering that just like a lighthouse helps ships to harbor, it still stands still. It's strong, it's centered, it's grounded. It doesn't go out to the ship. All it has to do is shine its light. And now it's time for us to do that by speaking our truth, by sharing our love. Right now that are currently drowning, that are in panic, that are lost, that are in that darkness of fear in the present moment. How can you be that light? How can you show up for yourself and for others? Stagnant energy and trauma at this moment. So think of a time where you didn't use your voice for good, or where you shrunk down and did not use your voice at all. Remember what it felt like, because as these messages come up from our heart, they bubble up and come up through our throats. And you know when you're not speaking your truth, when you're not focused on integrity, you get that lump in your throat. And some of you may be feeling that lump now. It's time to clear it. So remember that time, maybe not speaking up to your boss, your spouse, to your parents. Go back to that moment. And as that lump starts to appear in your throat. Start to picture a different scenario. Bring the same sensation that you are feeling in this moment, feeling fully grounded, fully supported, into that moment in the past. And in this scenario, you speak your truth. You say no. You tell them how you feel. Honor your voice. What does your scenario look like? The person that you're speaking to, how do they react as they acknowledge your voice? Do you connect with them at a soul level? Do you see the kindness in their eyes? Do you see the shift in their body language? And as you start to connect at that deeper level, as you start to have that understanding and that grace for one another, what is an appropriate ending for this scenario? Is it a warm hug? Is it a handshake? Is it an amicable goodbye? As we honor our truth and we honor our voice, it's not just the way that we communicate with others that's important, but the way that you communicate with yourself. Do you show yourself that same grace, love, and kindness that you share with those around you? What do you say to yourself when you make a mistake? It all starts with us. I am are two of the most powerful words that you can speak. And in all of my sessions, I tell them, be mindful of the words that come after I am. that's who you are. So when you say I am, make sure that it's something such as I am love, I am abundance, I am perfect health, and when it's something that it's a phase when we feel overwhelmed, when we're in our emotions, which we need to honor, and you say I am feeling. So this way your mind, your body knows and understands the difference between something that you're owning and who you are at your core, and something that is just a phase, something that will pass. So when you're feeling overwhelmed, you'll say, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling sick at this moment. I'm feeling anxious. But that is not who I am. So continue to bring your attention to your throat chakra as it starts to open up. And as it opens up, picture almost like this blue smoke, this blue flame start to cover your whole body. Feel that energy from your throat. But you have the divine right to speak, to share your story, to share your voice with all of those around you. Start to connect once again with your mind, with your body. Waking up feeling fully refreshed, open, ready to sing and share your voice. Now that we fully opened your throat chakra, how do we feel? Soul to soul, you have a question for me? So my meditations are definitely guided and channeled. So they are a little different, a little unique. But you have to be comfortable with trying new things, especially at this time. Sometimes I'll have you chanting. Sometimes I'll have you going back, like we did today, to a different scenario, and that's why space and time, going back and pulling a situation or something that's embedded in our mind that was very traumatic, and shifting the experience, shifting how you feel about it, will allow you to be able to release some of that trauma, some of the stuff that we've been carrying, which is what we did today. So it's it's important that now that we're opening up all of our chakras and all of our vessels, that we are allowing that energy to flow. And this weekend, since I won't be doing this in the weekend, make sure that you're still continuing to honor your practice, to honor this time for yourself. This is like your divine time. And it doesn't mean that you need to, and you can just go online and go guided meditation. Next week, I think I'm gonna start posting these on my YouTube channel, but you don't even need to do that. But just by taking some deep breaths, grounding in the moment, and understanding that this is all that matters. This present moment is what matters. Not being anxious about the future and not, being depressed about the past. Your breath will always anchor you to the present moment. So just by being mindful and present and taking those deep breaths is enough. If you need to go on a walk, be mindful of what does each breath going in feel like? What does the exhale feel like? And as you walk, hearing the birds, feeling your foot touch the floor. Mindfulness and being present doesn't mean that we have to just sit here and chant for an hour. Like we've been doing this for 30 minutes. And I know yesterday and today after these meditations, I'm just like, vibrating higher. Who needs drugs when you have meditation? Not that there's any judgment in that, but you can feel this way all the time. You just have to go within, untap that magic. So it's 10:10. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me a DM. Once again, if this is something that you think will be useful to your loved ones, feel free to share. I love you all. Thank you for coming. Namaste. Aho. Amen. All those good things. I hope that you have an amazing day and that you continue to use your voice. You're meant to be heard. You're here for a reason. You have a message to share with everyone. And as you open up and start to understand what your soul path is, make sure that you're sharing that with others. Okay? Thank you so much. I love you all. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.